Coming up on high school game night, week number 2 of the LL is upon us. Game of the week, Manheim Central at Hempfield. Which of these juggernauts would survive the night to remain unbeaten?
And in a contest between two of our other local teams tonight, Garden Spot traveling to Warwick. Could the Warriors defend home turf against the invading Spartans? Find out next. High school game night starts right now.
We are brothers! That's one! We fight! We fight!
Hello and welcome to the high school game night post-game show, and we like to call it a well-oiled machine.
Oh,
at this
yeah,
point.
we are.
I'm Chad Landis.
And I'm Bryan Kast. We got back into the swing of things last week. Now it's time to see what else these teams have in store to show us. We will start with a massive game in Landisville tonight.
A clash between Manheim Central, who racked up a bunch of offense last week in a win over Warwick, and Hempfield, who survived a crazy game against Lampeter Strasburg.
Correct. And this is what we like to call a measuring stick game. We will learn a lot about just how good these teams really are depending on this result. So the Barons would have to travel to Hempfield for this one. Game started about a half hour late. Doesn't seem to matter to Central. Damon Camacho, one of the big stories from last week, breaks off a great run, just has that ability to make people miss. Finally brought down inside the 5 after a 40-yard run.
And who other than Justin Moreno are you going to give the ball to in that situation? Big fella rumbling over people into the end zone. Barons go up by 7, and they're not done.
Yeah, time for new quarterback Tony Staffier to show off his throwing arm. Rolls left, throws on the run, way downfield for Zach Sylvester. Fighting hard for every single yard after the catch. Takes 2 Black Knights to finally bring him down.
And then it'll be Staffieri again, this time using his legs. Nice fake here, and keeps it to the right side. Couple of quality moves, dives in for the touchdown. Central up big at that point, but the Black Knights rally with 22 unanswered points. They hold off a late rally from Manheim to win it 22-14. And our next game, a local showdown, Garden Spot on the road at Warwick. Spartans got a win last week. Warwick did not, but would definitely like to add one tonight.
Right, Warwick did take the loss against Manheim Central, but hey, they moved the ball pretty well, getting back to that running game that was lacking last year. So let's head on over to Groshfield. Warriors amped up to take on those Spartans. And we'll start off with the Warrior offense, but not that running game I just talked about. It's QB Colin Gibble flinging it downfield here for Jordan Sapala. And then it's that yak, the yards after the catch. He is into the red zone, but the drive ends with a missed field goal. So then it's Garden Spot's turn. Quarterback Mitch Martin, the senior. They love to run this route. Quick drop, just launches the ball, falls perfectly for Darryl Hartman. He's got only daylight in front of him. 80-yard touchdown, makes it 7-0 spot. And then the Spartan defense would get the ball right back. The Gibble pass here will be deflected. Heads up play by Zach Reed, picks it off. But the ensuing drive stalls. Time for Warwick's O. Again, it'll be Gibble on the QB keeper, slicing and dicing his way to the end zone. He's in there, ties the game at 7. Now look at this, Garden Spot. Backed up at the 1-yard line, and it's that pass route again. Martin guns it for Javon McIntyre this time. Oh my goodness, 99-yard touchdown. 99. Martin racking up those passing yards. This one close throughout, but the Spartans pull away in the end, winning it 31-21. They improve to 2-0.
Mitch Martin. All right, we're just getting started. Coming up, a battle of unbeaten teams in Quarryville tonight. Conestoga Valley at Solanco. The Buckskins offense keep exploding for points.
And the annual rivalry game between Cocalico and Ephrata happening early in the season. Who would earn bragging rights after this one? Stick around. We'll be right back. High school game night brought to you by JD's Pazzo Pizza in Ephrata.
And welcome back to the post-game show. Time for the annual Ephrata Review Bowl. Ephrata against Cocalico. This game's supposed to be played at War Memorial Field, but because of the turf construction delays, Cocalico becoming the host.
Right, but no matter where they play or the team's record, stats, whatever, always an entertaining game. Wild night at Eagle Stadium. There were some delays because of a power outage, but here we go. Midway through the first quarter, Cocalico with a lead and adding to it. Dante Haynes will find DJ Fabiani at midfield. Fabiani knifes his way through the defense, 67 yards, putting the Eagles up 22-0.
He's got speed for
Yeah, he
days. Later in the first quarter, Haynes faking the pitch here. Inside handoff to Devin Del Piano. New skill guys for Calico are for real. 51-yard run to the house from Calico, padding their lead.
To the second quarter now, Calico on the goal line. Haynes decides to go it alone. Another nice fake. He just strolls in for the score. Another big win for Calico, 65-0. Eagles move to 2-0 on the year, and HSGN sideline reporter Shannon Miscavige talked to him after the game.
We're back in Denver with the Eagles. They've got the After Review Cup, and first up, we're going to talk to quarterback Dante Haynes. Dante, you've got a short week this week. You play at Cedar Crest. How does that affect your preparation?
Well, they're a great team. We're just going to have to focus for the short week we have and try to get the job done on Thursday.
Absolutely. Great job tonight, Dante. And DJ Fabiani, great night tonight. Those yards, man, you're pretty quick, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? You've got a bear of a Section 2 schedule. Catholic, Central again. What are your expectations for this team?
Nothing less than tonight. It's a hard schedule, but I think we can do the same thing as tonight to everyone.
Love that confidence. Let's send it back to the studio.
Yeah, they're looking good. All right, thanks, Shannon. Well, we'll keep things moving, and who would have thought Conestoga Valley at Solanco is one of the marquee games of the week.
Right. CV put up 70 points last week. Solanco getting a win for their brand new head coach, Anthony Cox. One of these teams would be 2-0 before the night was through.
Shocking.
Buckskin taking their high-powered offense on the road tonight. CV driving in the first quarter. Grant Stoltz-Foos finds Jamar Parker here with a short pass. Makes a move, but fumbles the ball. Solanco recovers. The Golden Mules would then march down the field on 4th and 1. Slippery field rears his ugly head. He's short, and CV holds, but it would not last forever. Prosper Iguzawa, what a name, off to the races here. He makes it to the end zone. Solanco improves to 2-0 on the season, winning this one 26-7. But our final game of the evening, Lancaster Catholic at Governor Mifflin. Catholic struggling last week against Dallastown in a loss.
Yeah, not a great way to start. Meanwhile, Governor Mifflin almost beat down Wilson last week in overtime, came up just short. Both of these teams probably coming in angry.
A little bit.
Yeah, to Shillington we go tonight, the Crusaders' second straight road game. But they come out firing on all cylinders. Check out QB Jordan Scott. Stands strong in the pocket, chucks it to wide out Christian Kemp. The senior goes 43 yards, and Catholic finds themselves up by a touchdown. Mifflin moving the ball down the field at will, though. They cap off this drive with a Wilson Fontanez plunge from 3 yards out. 2-point conversion is good, and Mifflin up 14-7. Later in the half, it's the Wilson Fontanez show. Breaks off a huge run. Eventually finds Pater after, get this, 95 yards. Tack on 6 more points for Mifflin. Catholic, just like last year, loses 2 games to start the year. This one, a 44-19 decision. Our highlights might be through, but don't go anywhere. We've got every score from every single game in the LL League coming up.
Plus, we'll tell you how to find our play of the week selections that you, the fans, can vote on. All that coming up right after the break. Stay with us.
High School Game Night is brought to you by Yogurt Works Cafe in Ephrata, where you can build it your way. Welcome back to the post-game show. Time to go around the LL League and check in with the rest of the teams in non-league action tonight. Another great one for you, featuring high-powered LS at Penn Manor. This one turns into a nail-biter. The Pioneers winning it 31-26. How about Wilson surviving last week, getting to host Central Dauphin East tonight? No problem for the Bulldogs, though. They win it 31-14.
And on to my alma mater, JP McCaskey. What could this be, Chad? Still looking to snap their 14-game losing streak. And check it out, they pull it off. They win against York 28-21. I'm dancing right now.
Partying in the streets tonight.
And it's another Lebanon County battle. The Cedars of Lebanon at Northern Lebanon. Cedars win by a field goal, 17-14.
Just pulling that one out. Continuing on, Redline visiting Manheim Township. Blue Streaks pick up a much-needed victory, 47-6. Lower Dolphin at Cedar Crest. Battle of 1-0 teams. Falcons win it 35-7.
More scores from non-league action. Hershey at Elizabethtown. It is Hershey hanging on for the 14-7 win. And Columbia visiting DeLone Catholic. It's an 0-2 start for the Crimson Tide. They lose 48-7.
How about another surprise tonight? Donegal at Fleetwood, and
Yeah.
it's Fleetwood winning 61-27. so many points in that one. And Elko, also surprising defeat. They lose to Palmyra 41-30.
And finally, Anvil Cleona at Hamburg. This one turned ugly last year with that helmet swinging incident. Anvil gets some payback though, 21-6 win. Pequea Valley also hosting Kutztown, and they win big, 31-10.
So those were the scores, but how about our potential plays of the week? We've selected this week's best of the best, and we'll post them online in just a bit. To vote for your favorite, go to our blog, news11sports.tv. We'll have the plays along with a poll posted a little before midnight, and we'll announce the winner next Friday on our 5:30 newscast.
And do not forget, we've got more live high school football on BRC 11 next Friday night in high definition. Here we go, the annual battle between Ephrata and Warwick. They play for some hardware, folks. The George Mail Trophy is on the line. Always one of the games on the schedule with a lot of history. Tune in next Friday. Our live coverage begins from Grosh Field in Lidditz at 7:30 p.m.
All kinds of trophies being
That's
handed
right.
out. All right. That'll do it for us. Any final
Correct.
thoughts to wrap it up?
How could it be anything other than my McCaskey Red
Right.
Tornado? The streak is over. We won a game. I'm excited.
Are you going to go downtown now?
We
and
might
find
party.
out
We're gonna
what everybody's up to. All right, so
crowd the street.
could have gone either way, but the Barons now with a loss in that Hempfield game, so they're going to look to rebound.
Yeah, could have gone either way.
Sure,
Tough
sure.
for the Barons, but we'll see. We'll hear from both those teams again.
All right, so that'll wrap it up for us, all of our high school game night crew. I'm Chad Landers.
I'm Bryan Kast. We'll see you next week.